What's up everyone, my name is ThoTechtical and today we'll be looking at the practice Labyrinth tournament win from perspective of another player, Marco2Sir5, a really amazing, talented battler from the Netherlands, just like me. This tournament was organized by me on my Twitch channel, and I organize these type of tournaments every week, every Friday, every week a different format. So if you're interested in joining those, check out my Twitch, check out my Twitter. There's more information on how to join there.
I was just about to say that, it's for me, it's a typical Labyrinth team with a lot of mons that are, charging to fast move, to charge moves very fast, and with a lot of spam. I mean, you have the Polytoad with the Weather Ball, the Van Stunfisk. Same for Frostlass, even it's a bit longer, but still it charges quite fast. Vigoroth, the Frenzy Plan coming as well, pretty fast. Plus, let's say the tank with the Mandibuzz.
Yeah, it's a well-balanced team, I think. Only thing I would be worried about if I'm playing this team is a Sableye safe swap. It can take out 5 of his mons except the Mandibuzz. So if he plays against a Sableye team, he should definitely try to bring in the Mandibuzz. That's what I would say. Because yes, it has a lot of neutral matchups, but as a safe swap, it can pick up some of these matchups.
Yep. So this is Marco's team versus his first opponent, which was Swimmy123. What are your guys' thoughts on how the teams compare?
Very similar teams, actually. Like Mandibuzz, and then a water type, Lantern Polytoad, and a ground type, Stunfisk, Diggersby, Chestnut, Venusaur, like pretty similar. But looking at his opponent's team, I think Marco's Vigoroth is looking pretty damn good.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think he's always a pretty decent safe swap.
Yeah,
exactly.
And another thing is his Polytoad also looks pretty decent. If it's running the Earthquake, it still can threaten the Lantern with shields. It's also going to have good or neutral matchups against the Ninetales, very good matchups against Marowak, Diggersby, and it is going to get beaten down by the Mandibuzz, but it still can spam it to red or something.
And if it is Blizzard, it does a lot of damage on the map. Do we know the moveset yet of his Polytoad?
We do not.
Not yet.
We do not. All right, so it's gonna be a surprise. But if it's Blizzard, the Chestnut and the Mandibuzz are gonna have to watch out as well.
Ooh,
yeah, definitely.
Felix is saying, can you guys not hear us? They're saying that do we see his shoutcast while he's muted? So.
Oh no.
Just want to see. If maybe we switch to the Discord instead of this, just to.
No, I think he's just trolling.
He's just trolling. What a dick.
Yeah. I think, I posted something on Twitter recently. I did I shoutcasted like some matches for my YouTube channel.
Oh.
And after 25 minutes, I noticed that my mic was muted. I think I posted that on Twitter, and I think he's just trolling a bit right now because of that. But no, it is. I see the red light, so it is on.
Okay.
It is on, and I opened the stream and I can hear myself, so we're fine. We're fine.
All right. Okay, let's go straight into the game. I think it's going to be shortcasted by Steam and ThoTechtical.
All right, let's roll to it.
Yep, let's jump to the first game and see how Marco decided to play. What lead are you expecting from Marco?
Oh man, that's pretty difficult. I think one thing for sure, I think he's gonna bring the Vigoroth as a safe swap, just because it's so solid. Then as a lead, maybe I think as a lead he would need something that beats Mandibuzz, Chestnut. So maybe it's a bit weird lead, but maybe like Frostlass lead. I would like to see that.
Let's see then how it's going to go.
Polytoad in the lead.
So Polytoad into a Ninetale lead, so pretty favorable for Marco here, because he's going to outpace the Ninetales with those Weather Balls.
Actually, no Vigoroth in the back, so I called everything wrong. But that's all right. Pretty solid lead from for Marco, and then two pretty solid mons in the back with good coverage. Let's see. See how this goes. Opponent decides to
Yeah,
stay in, take the weather ball.
exactly. So this is going to be oh, this could be a Psy Shock.
Or Dazzling Gleam. Oh, it's a Psy Shock.
It's Psy Shock, letting that go because he knows he can tank it, and he's going to charge up again, trying to CMP time maybe here.
Yeah, he definitely knows you can tank it. So, oh, just a weather ball bait. Oh, that's a very good no shield. And yeah, he's just farming up to have some energy ready for the next matchup. I don't think this weather ball would KO yet, but it will put him very low.
Yeah, but it's going to put the Ninetales into the red, and he's going to. It's a very nice. Oh.
Lost a CMP tie, so now he has to shield or lose a bunch of energy. Also, another noteworthy thing, the Politoad is running Earthquake, so it won't have as good matchup versus the Manibuzz and the Chestnut, but it will have a decent matchup versus the Lantern, which is good to know.
He tried to switch here, but unfortunately he already had clicked on the charge move, so he had to throw. And here comes the Diggersby and insta swap into the Frostlass.
Yeah, he has Diggersby triple countered, with Frostlass probably being the weaker answer, but he's probably hoping that his opponent swaps right here into maybe a Lantern or something, because his Manibuzz doesn't want to see that. But it's the Marowak, and it's looking pretty good for Marco right here.
Yeah. So this if this Shadow Ball goes through, no, it will have been huge, but he will be able to reach another Shadow Ball right now.
Yeah, those Powder Snows charging up very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Does this go through? Oh, another shield, but he still has the Politoad with some energy, and then also the Manibuzz in the back. Let's see what he decides to bring in here. It's at the clock, very smart. In comes the Manibuzz. Yeah, Marowak doesn't have any moves that can hit this.
Yeah. Exactly, that's the right move, because basically the Marowak cannot throw anything that hurts at the Manibuzz. Bone Club and Shadow Ball they are resisted, and this is
oh,
nice catch. Yeah.
I think he accidentally threw a mud shot, because he wanted to throw the weather ball. Yeah. I think he accidentally threw a mud shot, and then the Marowak was able to get on the Shadow Bone, but still. This Marowak can't do anything versus the Manibuzz, and the Diggersby also really can't do anything versus the Manibuzz, unless it's a Hyper Beam. If it's a Hyper Beam Manibuzz, Hyper Beam Diggersby, that would be nice. Would you see a defense drop here, by the way, which is unfortunate, but
yeah. And he's running foul play as well on the Manibuzz. It's worth noticing, because as you are aware. You have the differences between the matchups Manibuzz can take with foul play or Dark Pulse in this cup. For example, the Registeel or the Vigoroth matchup.
Exactly. Foul play comes out a little bit faster, but Dark Pulse does just slightly more damage. Diggersby coming in. This, I don't know, with the defense drop, I think that defense drop and the CMP tie there at the end with the Marowak kind of hurt him right here.
Yeah, because
let's see if he can pull this off.
The Diggersby is a tank, is as well pretty tanky, so let's see if he can still pull out the win.
Oh, he needs 3 foul plays. And the Diggersby, I think the Diggersby only needs like 2 fire punches, so he might outpace him. 1 fire punch coming out. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That did too much. Another one will KO, but let's see who wins the race.
Yeah.
Gonna be quite close. Ooh, and the timer.
Very, very, very close game.
Wow. Unfortunate match for Marco there. Some unfortunate CMP ties that he lost, and then also the defense drop. This is a heartbreaker.
And I think the match shot as well that went through on the Politoad was key, because he had like a lot of energy, and he lost that energy on the Politoad.
Yep, for sure. Let's see if he can pull it back. What do you think he's gonna run now?
That's a good question. I think that his team was well constructed. Maybe he's going to go for the Vigo safe swap this time, but his opponent used kind of the Marowak as a safe swap, anticipating the Vigo potential Vigo safe swap, and run the Alolan Ninetales in the lead. I think expecting maybe a Vigo lead as well, because he knows that, let's say, he knows that he's somewhat weak to Vigoroth. So maybe he's going to bring the Vigoroth, or maybe he's going to stay with the same team, because I think that his team comp was very good.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think his team comp was amazing. But I think he's kind of hitting himself on the head right now that he didn't win that match. So he might just go in, give it the same line again. That's probably what I would do. But his opponent might bring the Lantern now, because his line was kind of weak to Lantern. So maybe he will change and bring the Vigoroth to be a bit more strong versus Lantern. Let's just see what he does.
Yep. And he goes with the Politoed again in the lead against the Diggersby. So pretty solid lead for Marco again.
Yeah, it does go with the same team again, and it works out just from the lead already. This is just very, very solid right here.
Yeah, and here the only play for the Diggersby is to try to earthquake the Politoed, obviously.
But this Politoed just out spamming this Diggersby.
Yeah.
Already 2 weather balls without taking a single charge move. That's pretty huge. Diggersby so quite a tank though.
Yeah, he should be at an earthquake right now. So he's shielded, so that could be tricky. Ooh.
Politoed tanks that.
Yeah, Politoed is very tanky.
But Diggersby just as tanky can still take this weather ball, and I think he gets to another earthquake before another weather ball from Politoed. So Marco might have to decide to shield. Or he could also let this go and then farm down with Frostlash or something. Oh, I like this play a lot. Is it the earthquake? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
earthquake. Now he can farm down with one of his Pokemon.
And if indeed he comes with the Frostlash, and those 3 or 4 powder snow could make the difference. Shield up, and here comes the Marowak.
Does go for the Shadow Ball immediately, not expecting a shield, or even if the Marowak shields, like the Frostlash can get to a second one. Yeah, I think his opponent is in a very tough position right now, because with good swap as well from
magnificent
Marco.
sack swap here to catch the Shadow Ball on the Mandibuzz. And now he's going to be able to farm down this AWAC.
Wow. It's in the back. And it's that's probably the best counter for Mandibuzz and Frostlash on the opponent's team. But with 2 shields, I don't think Marco is in much of a problem here.
Yeah, definitely, because the Ninetales would love to throw his energy. And tank those aerial ace, even if it's a crappy move, that still add up in the end.
Yeah, it does add up. Ninetales already in the yellow, firing his first weather ball right here. Does have a bunch of energy though. But we'll have to. Wow, that is nothing. We'll have to throw another one, or maybe he can farm all the way down. Or does decide to throw another one.
Yeah, because he needs to try to get rid of some shields. And cannot tank anymore some moves, but here as he goes for the avalanche bait.
Yeah, I think this avalanche probably already KOs, so you can just go straight avalanche here, shoot everything up, and he'll be all right. Yeah, shoots up this weather ball. Doesn't go for the flex. He could have gone for the flex right there. No shoot. Oh, Psyshock. All right, good shoot from Marco. Way smarter than me.
That will have been unfortunate. the no shield here.
Oh yeah, opponent going for his only winning play, going for a Psyshock right there, hoping he no shoots. That's well played by both.
Yeah,
sides.
that was very well played by Marco, and very nice sack swap on the Shadow Ball.
For sure. Now, game 3. Do you think we're gonna see the same team again? I think he might. No, I think he might run the same team, but
it's always tricky. I mean, when you have like this kind of situation, you never know if you stay with your winning formula or if you adapt it a bit just to take into consideration possible adjustment from your opponent. But
I think from the opponent we might see Lantern this time, because it's been good in game 1 and 2. So maybe we'll see it, and I think Marco might adapt to that and bring either the Vigoroth or maybe even the Stunfisk. I don't know if we'll see the Stunfisk because it's kind of weak to Ninetales and Diggersby though.
Yeah,
probably Vigoroth. I think we're gonna see Vigoroth this time.
Yeah, the chat is asking for Chestnut to come. We'll see if the opponent is bringing Chestnut into this last game.
Yeah, I don't know. With Frostlass and Manabuzz on the team, I'm not expecting a Chestnut or a Polito at least. Is this the same line? It is the same lead again. It is the same line. Marco.
It's exact same line, and it's again very positive lead against this Alolan Ninetale.
We've already seen a Side Shock, so he really doesn't have to shoot. This is a Weather Ball even.
Weather Ball.
Wow, going for the bait as the opponent. That's interesting. Luckily, a good no shoot from Marco. Just going to spam this Weather Balls off right now.
Yeah. And this is doing really a great job as always, farming up a bit more energy in order to be ready for the next matchup and to be able to at least throw a move. So that's a really nice job here. So I think he's capped at 100 energy right now, and he's going to throw the Weather Ball.
Yes, really great energy management for Marco. He throws right before the opponent gets to a Side Shock. That's a really great job. Pretty much ended this match at like depends on if he shoots right here, of course, but yeah, ended this matchup with pretty much the most amount of energy you could have had, which is used, and a Chestnut does come out. The
Chestnut is coming, and we have the safe swap into the Frostlass, and here comes the Lantern. So basically, you were right, and the chat was right as well. With the Chestnut coming.
I don't know how they called it, but yeah, the Chestnut comes out. This Lantern counter swap is really fortunate for Marco. Even though the Frostlass Lantern matchup is in Lantern's favor, he'd rather have it matched up versus his Frostlass than versus the Manabuzz, of course. And yeah, this is a Charge Beam Lantern.
Okay,
that is interesting.
Spicy or
Very
crazy?
Spicy. Very spicy. We have to remember this is a practice tournament, so maybe people just forgot to TM their moves away.
Or
That's what I am theorizing.
Or he ran out of charge of fast TMs.
Yeah, it could be. Those are, well, I don't know. Fast TMs are pretty common right now.
Yeah, indeed. And he's going for the Avalanche.
Yeah. Oh, double shoots the Lantern, but he gets another Avalanche. That's huge. And now he still has the Manabuzz for the Chestnut.
Yeah, exactly. So I think his opponent tried to double shield because he thought that his only win condition was to align the Chestnut on the Politoed. Yeah,
definitely. But well, he's still gonna get it. Now this time he's gonna get it aligned first the Manabuzz, of course. So not looking great. Marco just gonna have to get to one aerial ace, and this will be
and it's going to be a GG.
How much does his superpower do, though? This is quite interesting.
Oh, maybe we are going to see that. Yes, definitely.
That's nothing. Manabuzz is such a tank.
Yeah, a lot of people like to call him the Flying Umbreon, and I think that's a fair point.
Yes, definitely. Such a tanky mon. It's just crazy. I had a lot of trouble with Manabuzz. All right, so Marco takes a victory and can move on to round 2.
Man. I also was wondering how much that superpower would do, but that was sadly nothing.
Very disappointing.
And I know that you guys were saying that Marco lost the game because of the defense fall. I think if the opposition Diggersby was actually level 50, you would have had a tougher time because Diggersby CP, if you had noticed, was 1402.
Oh really? Oh, I hadn't noticed.
Yeah,
wow.
We didn't notice.
So if the Diggersby was actually Excel, and then the defense fall would not have mattered. So I guess the defense fall made up for the lack of Excel candies. That's fair.
I'm just looking at something in the chat. Sorry, just to clarify real quick. They're asking, is this live? The tournament itself is not live. It was pre-recorded from Friday on ThoTechtical's channel, but all of the footage is hasn't really been seen by anyone yet. So all the reactions and the analysis is live.
Yep.
So you were saying, Avi?
Yeah. Yeah, no. It's just regarding the team comps. Basically, the opponent did not really have anything to deal with the Polytoad Frostlass pressure that Marco played out really well with the Mandibus basically just there to soak up everything. Yes, of course, the opponent could have played the Lantern, but if you look at the matchups of Lantern against Polytoad, it's still going to be iffy. It's not straightforward, and it's going to be the same against the Frostlass. Frostlass still does a lot of damage to the Lantern. So I guess basically his strategy was take out the Lantern and use the Mandibus or Polytoad for the sweep. And that's what he did every game.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Really good strategy, and you're stuck with it.
Yeah.
Let's see how it looks like.
Next game against Johnny, 7-8-1 done.
Oh, a fairy.
Pretty difficult for Marco. Really
Gross.
only has one strong answer in Venusaur, which does look pretty good against the opponent's line. Pretty much only has to worry about the Manibus, which hard walls it, of course. And then the Frostlass versus Venusaur is actually a pretty even matchup. Both get to the charge moves at the same time, so depending on who wins CMP will win that matchup, or the Venusaur can also just get one Vine advantage, and then he will also win the Frostlass matchup. So I think we might see Marco bring his Venusaur right here, and then combined, I think, with the Frostlass again.
Yeah. I think a Frostlass Venusaur Vigoroth core looks decentish. Mostly because Vigoroth can do quite a bit of damage against all of the Pokemon, maybe not so much against the Frostlass, but still if it lands a Bulldoze, it's going to do quite a bit of damage. And if you have a Venusaur at the back with shields, I think he can pretty much sweep the team. With shield advantage, I think Venusaur can still pick up the Flying Umbreon matchup.
Interesting.
Yeah, because Sludge...
Yeah, Sludge Bomb adds up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did we just lose him?
Yeah.
Sergio's just very concerned about this Sludge Bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, there he is. Good.
You're back just in time to shoutcast. I'm moving it over to you guys.
Okay.
Let's go.
I was stuck. I thought that was the stream, but cool. Okay, let's see. So we are all expecting to see this Venusaur from Marco. So let's see how it decides to play that.
Yeah, hopefully we called the team correctly this time, because we didn't do a great job last time. Alright, Polytoad again. Alright, please, Venusaur the back. Show me the Venusaur the back. No, the same team.
No, he goes with the same team.
Wow.
And this is not a good matchup for the Polytoad, because he's not running a Blizzard, obviously. He's going for the Weather Ball here.
Yeah, not even building up to the Blizzard.
Yeah,
that might be a little misplay, but still spamming off these Weather Balls is a pretty good strat. We'll bring the Manibus pretty low. And I think once this Manibus is out of the way, Frostlass can also just sweep. You know, if this Polytoad can bring the Manibus down low enough, Frostlass is looking pretty good to farm down and just destroy.
Yeah, and he's deciding basically to never go up to the Earthquake, and he's throwing each time before the turn before. Now he's throwing another Weather Ball here.
Yep, and he's chipping down this Manibus pretty nicely. Already in the yellow. That's quite respectable for a Polytoad.
Oh, Polytoad is really amazing in this cup.
Marco is also timing his charge moves really well, before opponent's fast moves end. So that's really good. Now gets outpaced though. Let's hit go, and I think he might try to farm down with the Frostlass.
With the Frostlass.
Let's see. He does. Might have to shield one charge move, or maybe do we see a sex swap? That'd be nice. Oh, we don't.
No. Yeah. He's going to shield this charge move, but then he's going to be loaded on energy, and we all know how dangerous is Frostlass, and the opponent
swaps out
directly. And going straight for the Shadow Ball here.
Yeah, not risking it. No, Mendebuzz. Wow.
Oh.
Wow,
Oh,
what a call from Marco. Opponent thought 1 to 2 shields. He's never not gonna bait, right? But Marco
yeah,
saw right through that,
definitely.
and now in a very good spot with Frostlat first the Venusaur and still Mendebuzz in the back. Good call from Marco.
Yeah.
The no bait. Wow.
And now obviously the opponent is going to use his shields, and we see the swap into the Mendebuzz.
Now we're gonna see how much the sludge bombs do.
Yeah,
to
I
this
think
thing.
it's 30-40%.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's very disappointing once again. It's like 30. Oh man, freaking Mendebuzz. Just insane.
And Marco is using Mendebuzz as kind of to release the energy unloaded in the Venusaur. So that's a nice use of the Mendebuzz in this meta, I think.
Yeah, really a good play for Marco there. Just gonna take out the Venusaur right here with the aerial ace. Even though it's a pretty bad move from a tanky Pokemon, this should take out the Venusaur, right? Am I right? Yeah, it
Yes.
does. Again, he still has a shield. Opposing Mendebuzz is low. This is looking like a good game. Yeah. Wins,
and the double aerial ace for the win.
Hell yeah. Well, very well played by Marco. Lost the lead, but because he was able to farm up so much with Frostlass,
yeah,
he won the game. Like he's really showing off the power of Frostlass right here. That's really nice.
And I think that in this cup, I talked to several people, and they some of them they think about that it's a cup that if you lose the lead and you are able to come in and to farm down a lot of energy with your second mon, that could be a great strategy to pull forward, because you have so many mons that are amazingly good with energy advantage in this cup. Obviously, we all know that Vigoroth is one of them, but Frostlass is the same, Politoed is the same,
Sableye,
Alolan Ninetales, Sableye. So a lot of those mons, that even if, for example, you lose the lead, you take one shield and you came in and you farm down, that could be a great strat.
Yeah, for sure. Switch advantage, not at all important here. I agree. So game two. I think, Marco just gonna stick to his guns, right? I think he's gonna run the same line all tournament.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, come on! Oh. Changed up his line right now.
And this is a favorable for the Politoed, and he's swapping directly into the Vigoroth, and we have a counter swap into Frostlass. So let's see how it does it.
Farms up pretty much to the max, and it's just gonna go for the Bulldoze right here. Gets loses CMP tie here though, but quickly he can just tank it.
Yeah, it does not KO, and this Bulldoze, if he connects,
does a bunch.
Yeah, does some nice damage, and he will be able to throw the Body Slam.
Will we see a shield from opponent? Opponent doesn't have to shield; he can easily take it. But does he? Yeah, opponent. Good play from opponent. No shielding that. Frostlass survives with very little HP. Can't really get farmed down. Might even have a move. Yeah, there we go. Is there Avalanche or is there a Shadow Ball?
Yeah,
Marco decides to shield just in case.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a Shadow Ball.
And it's a Shadow Ball, so very good call here.
Frostlass, a little bit of energy.
Yeah.
Still has the Politoed to kill.
Coming back with the Politoed and going straight Shadow Ball. I'm expecting maybe a shield this time.
Yeah, opponent, I think, very afraid of the Frostlass right now. Probably needs to shield that. Ooh, almost a catch from
and
Marco.
Swaps, and there is the Clefable in the back. Oh, that's going to be interesting, actually.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I think with Politoed, because of I think it was 1 or 2 matchup advantage, might be able to flip this matchup.
Yeah, if he can come out of this with a little bit of health, he might still be able to get to the Earthquake first, the Politoad. And he also still has some energy on the Frost Slash. So this is going to be very interesting. Clefable already in the red.
Shields.
Wow, and gets off another one before a charge move from the Clefable. That's pretty big.
Yeah, and now the Clefable will need to shield. Maybe no shield, and unfortunately, yeah, he cannot farm down the Politoad, so he needs to throw his energy. This Weather Ball, yeah, doesn't KO, but will allow him to farm down.
Nice. This Weather Ball is kind of big though, because Shadow Ball would not have killed yet, but now with this Weather Ball damage, it definitely will. Will Frost Slash be able to outpace the Politoad to the moves though? He can definitely take one, but he'll definitely have to shield the subsequent ones.
And both opponents still have a shield, so here. Oh, yeah, I think Marco is in a pretty rough spot because he still hasn't reached the avalanche and
wow, Politoad just grabbing Weather Balls out of his back pocket.
Yeah, he's a gunning machine. Survived the Weather Ball.
I like this play, going for the only winning play. That's hoping he no shields the Shadow Ball. But like opponent's definitely gonna shield, and that's game over. We're going 1-1 once again. Well, it's not over yet, of course, but this Politoad, it's dead. 1-1 once again. Do you think? How do you think Marco's gonna adapt for the third match?
Oh, that's going to be. I think he will need to adapt his lineup because basically the opponent brought some. I think we will see the Venusaur this time. We were asking for it, so
yeah. I do agree. I think Venusaur. We will see some Venusaur action now. This lineup in particular from the opponent was just very weak to Venusaur. So I think it's a good play. Oh, there it is.
Yes, finally.
Beautiful lead.
Perfect lead for Marco. And we have a swap directly into the Frost Slash, and this time he's waiting in with his own Politoad.
Yeah, the tides are turned right now. Marco looking pretty good. With his Politoad versus the Frost Slash, decides to shoot the first move. Luckily, good shield there.
Good call. And now he's going to be able to spam those Weather Ball, and we saw from the previous match how deadly Politoad can be.
Oh, decides to shoot the first move from the opponent. I think the opponent really wants a switch advantage here, so I think he's just going to try to shoot as much as he can. I think another strategy the opponent might be doing is if he can get both shields down from the Politoad, the Clefable might be able to hit the Venusaur with a Psychic, of course. So we will see that later in the game.
Yeah, but I think that the opponent tries to avoid to line the Venusaur with the Clefable.
Yeah, exactly. The Shadow Ball, does nothing.
Nothing.
He survived.
Oh, that's and we see how tanky is Politoad. You're surviving the Shadow Ball and now throwing for the kill the Weather Ball.
Gets shield and switch advantage, which is so important. Huge. But this Politoad comes in now and gets a bunch of farm, which is quite difficult for both the Venusaur and the Frost Slash, actually. We haven't seen a second move on the Politoad yet, right?
Yeah, is from the opponent, you mean?
Yeah, from the opponent.
Even with Earthquake, funnily enough, the Politoad can win the 2 shields if you're double bait with.
This could be a Blizzard. Oh, it is the Earthquake.
Oh,
well, good call. Good call from Marco. But if that was goes for the Frenzy. Interesting. Might be hoping to farm down with the Frost Slash now. Interesting moves for Marco. Farms down now. I do. And
keeping up a bit of energy on the Venusaur as well, in case it's needed for the Politoad as well in the back.
Yeah, but I think the Shadow Ball already KOs, and that seals the deal. It did KO. Well played from Marco.
And it's GG.
It is. Wins the second round.
Oh man, those are really, really good games. Marco reading the opponent really changed it. I think he kind of made the opponent play into his strategy, basically not bringing Venusaur till the last game, so as a surprise factor maybe. And he's, I guess, if you guys are playing Marco in any other tournaments, game one, always lead your grass types or Polytoad counters.
All right, let's
Yeah,
see.
and unfortunately, he did lose the second game because of the team I suggested.
So the secondary lesson is don't listen to Count Xavius. So.
Yes. It's the most important lesson.
So I see a Whiscash on this team, which has been giving my team a lot of trouble, but it doesn't look so horrible against Marco's.
Yeah, basically the Whiscash is a threat to the Ufisk, but the other mons are dealing quite well against the Whiscash, and even the Mandibuzz I think survives the blizzard from the.
Of course it does. After seeing the
Definitely.
Mandibuzz like tank pretty much everything, I said, could it tank a blizzard? Sure.
Does anything one-shot Mandibuzz in this game?
This
I
is a
think so.
question for the
Thunder.
chat then.
Thunder Zap Cannon? Thunder from maybe Zapdos.
Ooh, perhaps. Maybe someone in the chat can sim it for us, but let's just look at the team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What I see is go on.
No, you can talk.
All right. All right, fair enough. So what I see is like Maxi 1000. I think core of Galvantula and Ninetales is going to cause a lot of problems.
I was
for
thinking
Marco.
the same. The Galvantula looks really strong.
Does.
Galvantula, and to cover the if you bring like a core an ABV Galvantula Ninetales Vigoroth or something, or Galvantula Ninetales Chestnut, could be a real problem. But yeah.
Are we gonna see the chestnut from the opponent?
We did
This
last
first-
time.
Yeah, we did see it last time, very unexpectedly, but maybe we'll see it. With Ufisk being the only answer for Galvantula, the opponent might expect Marco to bring it, and then he will bring Chestnut to counter both the Politoed and the Ufisk. We'll see. It'll be interesting.
So many good bets going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring it to the third.
Yeah, let's see then. Obviously, Galvantula looks strong, and the Ufisk is the major threat. When you have this kind of situation, would you run the Ufisk in the lead, or you will put it in the back?
I think I don't think he needs to run I don't think he really needs to run the Ufisk. Venusaur can also deal with Galvantula, especially if you put it in the lead and they're like equal energy. Venusaur can win the one shield. Vigoroth with energy advantage is also good versus Galvantula. And then Frostlass also pretty neutral. And all three of those mons are also good against the rest of the opponent's team. So I think we might not even see the Ufisk. I think he's gonna go with that core with Venusaur and Vigoroth, to be honest.
Yeah. I agree on the Venusaur. I think it could be a great lead, and it just needs the only threats in the opening team is Alolan Marowak and Alolan Ninetales that are some troubles. Except if the Alolan Ninetales is running Charm, so that's always a possibility, obviously.
It is. Well, let's just see what he does.
Or he goes with the Poly Mandy and
again,
Frostlass again.
again, Marco.
And that's a good. Oh, this time he has like the Venusaur and the Frostlass in the back, but again, very good lead.
Yes.
It's a Powder Snow Ninetales, so it's very positive for the Politoad.
It is again showing the patience, farming up to the maximum amount of energy. You really like to see it goes up to 100 even, which is just very good patience. On throwing his charge moves makes it very awkward for the opponent to count, and also like the opponent can't really swap out at this point anymore because the opponent already has so much energy. It's gonna threaten whatever comes in, right?
Yeah, whatever comes in the opposing team could be in trouble. Here, that might be a second side shock, but he's going to let that go through, knowing he will barely survive.
Yeah, did CP tie here, unfortunately. So he's gonna have to kill the Ninetales, and he's not gonna come out of this matchup with any energy, but that's fine. He won switch, and he has a really good core in the back. In comes the Galvantula though with energy advantage. That's kind of tough for Marco's lineup.
And it's coming then with the Venusaur here. Let's see how.
Lunch.
No shield.
Let's see how Marco plays this. There are multiple multiple ways how you could play this. You could go for wow, that is very, very tough for Marco.
Yeah, definitely. But I think the opponent was trying to sack swap into a frenzy plants into the AWAC, and that was like Marco at least held his energy, and he's still loaded on energy in the Venusaur. Now he goes for the bait here.
This is the first time we've seen Marco bait, and he actually gets it. Nice bait for Marco. Yeah, this Frostlass does have a lot of shield pressure here. Luckily, does have to shield the Shadowbone though, and he calls that correctly. The fence fall, which is not great, because he won't get to 2 avalanches now. Does throw one.
But he's going to Freven probably the last shield.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
very unfortunate. Yeah, and Venusaur already too low. Still does get 2 Frenzy Plants.
Even if Frenzy Plant is doing some nice cheap damage to the Marowak, it's not going to be enough, as the opponent still has the Galvantula as well in the back.
Yeah, and this Shadowbone does take out the Venusaur. It's a very tough line for Marco. This was a pretty interesting game because he led the Politoed into a positive matchup, but because the Ninetales was able to chip it down so much, it was useless in the end. He had the Marowak in the back, and after Politoed went down, Marco had nothing. So I think we might see a bit more Marowak answers this game, or you'll play the same line and just keep this Politoed alive for a bit longer.
Definitely, and if Marco had known the back line, for sure he will have shielded, I think, the Politoed.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe we will see the Vigoroth this time instead of a Frostlass. That's just my guess.
Okay, we'll see then.
And
it goes again, same lead again.
Whoa, same team?
He's running the same team.
Balls of steel for Marco. Go with the same team.
So if you face Marco in the future tournament, you know that the team it brings the first game is going to bring that in game 2 as well.
Very cool. Very. Oh, balls of water in the chat. That is true. Marco has huge balls of water. And he's throwing them out right now with his Ninetales, and it's not. Saving it right now for the potential Marowak in the back.
Exactly, taking what happened in the game 1 and bringing this time the Frostlass, tanking up Psyshock, and as you can see the opponent is staying in, so maybe he doesn't have a Frostlass counter.
Yeah, that could be good news for Marco. If he doesn't have a Marowak, then Venusaur is gonna destroy the back line of the opponent. But maybe opponent realizes that probably has Venusaur in the back and just decides to stay in. There is the Marowak.
He has the Marowak. So here switch is going to be huge because he can come down with the Politoed. He has energy on the Politoed, so he's going to be able to threaten directly the Marowak before the Marowak swaps out.
Yeah, it's a very good move by Marco. Gets off the Weather Ball. Can get off another one before he swaps. Good job. Now what does...
That's where I'm still wondering what the opponent can have in the back to not swap out.
Are we going to see the Galvantula again? Wow! Opponent not throwing his moves, and Marco gets to another Weather Ball. Opponent's going to have to double shield if he wants to keep his Marowak alive. And he does.
And he doesn't. He double shield. Ooh.
puts Marco in a pretty nice position, though. He does have to shield this to stay alive. And the Marowak does have a bunch of energy. Will the Marowak be able to get to another move before it gets to the Weather Ball? He doesn't. He comes to
Galvantula.
But without shield, the spider might get crushed.
And here Marco can just no shield the launch.
Does he go for the sludge bomb or for the double frenzy?
Yeah, he goes for the sludge bomb, and I think as well for Marco it's important to let the Venusaur with the minimum health possible, so that the Marowak cannot farm up a lot of energy as well.
I think let's just go down and let the this is a very good play. Just gets Galvantula really low, kills this Galvantula with a Weather Ball, even over farms right here. Wow.
Down.
Good play, good play. It has 2 Weather Balls right now, so can throw one at the Galvantula to take it out, and then kill the Galvantula right here. Marco keeping us on the edge of our seats in this very close game.
Exactly, and showing the world how to use Politoed.
Yeah, basically took out 3 Pokemon with the Politoed almost. That was really nice play.
Politoed is a Galvantula counter.
Confirmed. Oh man, are we gonna see the same team again? What do you think?
Oh, last time he changed for game 3, so I will bet on that.
I will bet on no change. All right.
Okay.
Oh, looking good. Looking good. Chestnut.
Ooh.
Again, game 3 Chestnut. Ooh, same team. Hell yeah, I won.
Yeah, same team. You won too.
Wow, not swapping out. Swapping out. The Chestnut does have Energy Ball, which will hit the Frostlass pretty hard. The Chestnut, pretty tanky Pokemon. This won't do that much. And it's just Superpower.
He goes
good
for
call
the
for Marco. Debuff now and still staying in.
Oh, that's weird. So he might, he's probably is having definitely Galvantula in the back to take care of the Politoed.
Wow, a shield. Here comes a Marowak. I'm surprised the opponent didn't bring that in immediately.
Because now he will have to shield if he wants to preserve the Marowak.
Yeah.
Oh no shield.
It survives. It survives. Wow,
that's huge play.
Yeah, definitely coming in with the Politoed. Is he gonna shield?
I think he will not shield because the Chestnut will come just after, and
yeah, very, very good point. What do you think he's gonna have in the back opponent's end? I'm thinking maybe the Galvantula again.
The Galvantula for sure.
Yeah, it has to be. Which puts Marco in a pretty good spot because with a shield advantage, Venusaur can definitely take out both the Chestnut and the Galvantula.
And here basically all the moves from the Chestnut are resisted by the Venusaur, so he's going to he shields.
Yeah, wow.
That's weird. Yeah,
I think he was
he was waiting for the switch timer, I think, to swap out the Chestnut to keep him alive.
Yeah, and Chestnut does have a bunch of energy right now, but I don't think he... Maybe if he can bring this Venusaur low enough and take a shield, he might be able to double Superpower, take him out, but he still has the Politoed.
I really see no play for the opponent here.
No, it's looking pretty good for Marco, that's for sure. Just farms him down. Yeah, good play by Marco. Can just throw the Sludge Bomb right here when the CMP tie.
Yeah. GG. I even think that Marco could have done the 2-shield flex here.
For sure. Because the lunge would not have KO'd.
Yeah.
But, not taking any risks, I like to see it.
But sticking to his team, sticking to his winning formula is the way to go for Marco here.
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep, definitely. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Also, hey, Martin.
Speaking of not broke, have you guys heard of this player that Marco's playing next?
Yeah, he's
kind of a scrub.
He's washed
up. It's a really good team, and he's running Sableye.
Yes.
Which is going to cause quite a bit of problems to Marco. So I think Marco is going to run his tried and tested Politoed lead with Frostlass and Mandibus.
So since we actually have the other person's perspective, what did you think about your team versus Marco's when you first saw it?
Oh, I was pretty. I was really looking forward to amazing games versus Marco because one, Marco and I have always had amazing games, and our teams look very equal in the sense that.
Oh damn! Sorry, I just saw Math Magic is raiding with a party of 115. Welcome in, guys.
Oh, cool, man.
Thank you, everyone. Really, this is awesome. If you're just coming in, we're in the middle of a tournament that ThoTechtical did on his channel, and we're about halfway through. And you guys came in at this amazing point.
Alright, Tho is going to play the guy who won the tournament, so we already know who did not win the tournament.
But yeah, so one thing I'm looking at is Sableye really good, of course. Except for against his Manibus, and then also Vigoroth is really strong, except for against his Frostlass. Like everything on his team has some sort of hard counter, but it's the same for his team. So pretty even matchup, and it could really go either way.
So do you remember what you did?
No.
Are we going to see a Politoed lead? That's the biggest question.
I'll be honest, I remember 0 from this match.
Alright, it's a Politoed lead. It's a default.
I remember we had epic games though, so let's just head right into them.
All right, and we're switching up the shoutcast now, so clear your throats. Count Xavius, you are in.
All right, game 1. Let's see what Marco does. Will he go with his Politoed?
Man,
3, 2.
I would be surprised if he doesn't. Yeah, there it is.
And
The
there
point
it is.
I wish I knew this when I was playing the tournament. Opponent goes for a Skarmory lead. This matchup is pretty even actually, even though the Mudshots are doing not very effective damage. The Weather Balls just add up.
Yeah, I think the play for the Politoed is to try to chip the Skarmory down as much as possible, because one of the biggest threats for the Mandibus at the back is a Skarmory for Marco. So his goal right now is to chip down the Skarmory. So he's going to keep throwing Weather Balls after Weather Balls after Weather Balls.
And more Weather Balls as one comes in. Already bringing the Skarmory in the yellow and throwing another one. The Skarmory hasn't even thrown a single move. Opponent over farming like mad right here. Still survived his Weather Ball though, so decides not to shield. Yeah, Marco going with his old trusty line.
This is probably going to be a back-to-back Sky Attack, I think. It's about the time I think Skarmory should have 2. And opponent banking a move and then switching to Vigoroth as a safe swap.
In comes the Manibus. It's a pretty neutral matchup, though Manibus does generally win this just because it's so insanely bulky, of course.
Yeah. Vigoroth, so basically what Marco is going to have to face now is the reverse spam of what he did to his opponent. He's going to have to deal with the Vigoroth spams, Body Slam spams, and hope his Mandibus pulls through.
Yeah, firing off a foul play right here because you just battle of the tanks almost here. Yeah. Both charge moves doing not that much damage, but they do add up. Another Body Slam coming through. Decides to no shield into the yellow now on both Pokemon. Throws another foul play. Does the opponent decide to shield right here?
That is really nice, I think. He did overfarm a little bit on the Vigoroth, so I guess his Body Slam is going to jump in, or maybe he's going for the double Body Slam back-to-back, but unfortunately it could be a CMP tie with the foul play.
Very good timing by the opponent right there, throwing right before the foul play, and Marco decides to let it go through because I think the opponent has 2 Body Slams ready right here. In comes the Politoed with the Weather Ball. This won't cater Vigoroth just yet, so opponent doesn't have to shield.
Yep.
It did? Oh no, it didn't kill. It was 1 HP. It was 1 HP.
Oh wow, okay, that's amazing. The opponent recognizing that he does not want to get Machado down, he saves the Vigoroth with double Body Slam and bringing in his Wishcash. Wishcash will have a neutralish matchup against the Frostlass, but with a shield disadvantage, this could be difficult.
You have to remember though, the Skarmory still has a Sky Attack bank stored up, so if the Wishcash can get both shields right here, it could be looking pretty bad for Marco.
Exactly. I was going to bring that up, and I was going to let you bring that up, because I think it was very, very. I think most people, what they would have done is they would have just let the Pokemon go and thrown the move, saving the move, and then keeping it as a threat at the back is always going to be a pain in the Frostlass for the opponent.
Yeah, it's all about using your energy efficiently, right? So in the up front, throwing the Sky Attack into a low health Politoed is not as worthwhile as throwing the Sky Attack into this Frostlass right here, which will probably KO, take out the Frostlass. But Marco still has Politoed left, will be able to farm down the Skarm, and then throw moves at the next. Does throw the Weather Ball right here, which will take out the Skarm. Opponent still has 2 Pokemon left though at very low HP. It's gonna be a farm down race for sure.
And I think the Vigoroth should be very close to a Body Slam.
Gets 1 counter in with the Vigoroth. Wishcash also very low.
Oh no,
Wishcash
is way too much HP. Oh my god.
Very, very close match. Very close match. I would say well played by both players.
Yeah, we had to stop referring to you as the opponent. I think we're going to do it.
all right. All right. Yeah, the opponent is me. I've secretly been giving compliments to myself, which is really weird. But I'll start calling the opponent myself then. It's all right.
All right, game 2. ThoTechtical with an amazing win and showing us how to manage energy on Pokemon.
Do you think Marco's going to do the same line again? I think he will.
Yeah, oh my god.
Oh, bad lead for me.
This was Tho trying to adapt to the fact that he was going to bring the Frostlass to beat his Skarmory, and he led the Regirock.
Yeah.
And using Vigoroth has safe swap here.
In comes the Frostlass, which is just the worst thing to see. But Bulldoze still threatens this, of course. When it comes to Avalanche though, probably gonna see no shield from my side because I can definitely tank it and still get to a move. Really hoping to get a shield right there, but Frostlass really doesn't have to.
Exactly, Bulldoze does not KO the Frostlass, even though it puts it in quite a bit of a let's say bad situation. But I think, oh wow, that is really good. Counting till the last minute and then throwing the Body Slam.
Does this KO though? Ooh. It doesn't, and the Frostlass survives with negative health, basically. Very, very good call by Marco, being patient, not pressing his charge move, not pressing his charge move, and just letting Frostlass farm down the Vigoroth. Here comes the Regirock again.
At least what happened is that Regirock got a few lock-on advantages, and now, yes, of course, Politoed is spammy, but if the Regirock decides to commit shields, the Stone Edge is also going to do quite a bit of damage to the Politoed. So basically, I think, go on.
Oh, Stone Edge! Oh, catches the Weather Ball on the Venusaur. That's a nice play by me. But seeing what Marco has in the back, it really doesn't matter. Marco also very smart. Farms up to a Weather Ball right here and attempts to catch a Venusaur. A Slush Bomb or a Frenzy Plant, on the Manibus, but I was very patient and expected that. So, but I should have probably thrown a Frenzy Plant immediately just to take a shield. But this is still fine. Well, it's not fine.
And I
destroys this.
Yeah, exactly. And seeing Venusaur, if I know Venusaur is an amazing Pokemon, but if it sees a Mandibus, it's almost equivalent to seeing a Skarmory at the back for a Venusaur. This is the last thing you want to see.
It's really, really bad. Marco can still take, I think, another Slush Bomb even, but he gets to the Aerial Ace and will just take me out right here. And then I have the Regirock in the back, and he still has a lot of energy on the Politoed. So really nice call by Marco, just sticking with his guns and just completely hard countering me right there.
Yeah, I think Marco used a big brain play. He knew he was giving his Tho respect, and knowing that Tho will adapt to him trying to adapt to Tho's first line, and that's how he got the lead with the Regirock lead.
Marco and I Used to play a lot. I think we saw each other pretty much every tournament we did, especially the Dutch local ones. So we've played a bunch, and our games are just big mind games. Oh, I bring in Venusaur right there. I'm just gonna take out this Politoad, just for fun. But yeah, he still has the Metabus in the back. So in the end, yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Oh man, I think could have been pretty close if you.
Yes.
Yeah, you had
close
no
game.
HP.
Close game,
Yeah,
but 1
close
HP.
game, yes.
1 HP. I think closer.
And no dream.
Closer than it
And no dreams. All right. So, what do you think? How do you think you are going to? I mean, you're going to adapt because basically it's 1-1.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
well, I'm thinking at this point, I didn't know what to do because I'm thinking he's either gonna bring the Politoad, the same line again with Politoad lead, or he's gonna bring something that counters the Politoad lead, which is like the Manibus. So I kind of want to lead something that beats both the Manibus and the Politoad, and maybe even the Frostlass. So I think I'm not sure anymore, but I think I'm running with the Skarmory lead, and Marco might anticipate me leading. I think Marco might anticipate me leading that, or leading something that beats the Medibus. I think Marco might big brain here and think I'm bringing a Politoad counter, which is the Venusaur, and then bring a counter to that. So I don't know. We will see. We will see.
All right, let's see. So, leading. Oh my God, that is such a bad lead for Marco. This is basically stuff of nightmares.
Well, it's stuff of dreams for me.
Yeah.
Brings in the
then comes
Manibus,
nightmare.
which is
So at this point, I think.
yeah, it's a pretty neutral matchup, but Manibus generally wins this. Depends on if Skarmory hits the Brave Bird or not.
Exactly. And I think Marco can, let's say, think about it this way, that since the Skarmory is staying in, maybe there is no Regirock at the back, or that ThoTechtical does not have a solid answer to the Manibus at the back.
Well, I can spoil that right now. There is no solid answer to the Manibus in the back. And I'll tell you this as well. There's also not really another solid answer to Venusaur in the back. So I'm gonna have to use this Skarmory on both the Manibus and the Venusaur, which is quite tough. Even though Marco lost the lead here, my team was very weak to Manibus. So this is looking like a pretty exciting game so far. Throwing another charge move. Went for the Brave Bird because I wasn't expecting a shield, and takes him out. And he had a bunch of energy stored up, so this is a big victory for me.
Exactly. And now I guess you have to get your Skarmory out of the way as quickly as possible. Oh, nice! You bought in Sableye. I think this is a neutral matchup for Sableye and Venusaur because they.
It is.
I think
it is. Both could get to the charge move at the same rate. So it's dependent on who has energy advantage or simply in this case Sableye has energy advantage. So I'll be able to get to the charge move quicker and take out the Venusaur most likely. But I might also decide to let it go and just farm it out with Skarm. I'll see I decide to shield right there, and I get to another one. Marco will have the shield, or his Venusaur will can take it down. Oh no, he survives this. This is a really good play. Really good play from Marco.
It survives the throw, and now the Sableye has to choose whether to shield this or not. One of the things about this. Oh wow, he's going for the so basically lets it go and then brings in his Skarmory for the farm down. And now he's going to not like what he's going to see right about now is that there's a Frostlass there.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what I have in the back right here, but I hope it's good against Frostlass. It might be like Wishcash or Vigoroth, both which are decent versus Frostlass, but not the best. Gonna get a shield right here though, and then we're probably gonna see a swap into. It is the Wishcash. Wishcash at this point needs 2 Mud Bombs to KO, but 2 Avalanches also KO. So we'll see who wins the race right here.
Yeah, unfortunately, Wishcash does win the race because it needs lesser, let's say, amount of moves to get to double back-to-back Mud Bombs, whereas the Frostlass needs 12 counts. And this is a win for ThoTechtical.
Yay! Look, this is exactly why we chose this perspective right here. Of course. No, we had you chose this. You chose this perspective, Xevious.
It's because I was telling Marco for a long time that he should do something, and he always says I never have sweeps. So this was also 5-1. So
Yeah, it
I
was.
thought it would be a good opportunity.
It was a 5-1 sweep or victory because it was a tie, and well, this ended up being the only finalist I beat. So it was a good choice.
And interesting thing is also from the last match is that Tho decided to bring Sableye, which I thought that would cause a lot of problems for Marco's team. I'm surprised he did not bring it earlier.
I didn't bring it earlier because I was really worried about the Mandibus. He brought it 3 times because it's just so good against my team. So that's why I didn't bring it initially.
Oh, we got another raid. They're always coming in at like a good spot where we're just at the analyst panel. Thank you, Roger Chen.
All right.
The Raider 24.
Thank you,
you just missed pretty epic battles between Tho and Marco and some strange opponent. The opponent.
that was really three amazing games on that. Something to show to people who are trying to get into PvP on how to manage energy, how to manage shields, on how to take quickly decisions. So this is from both opponents quite very high level plays.
Yeah, I mean, really, when I was watching, I was like, either one of you could have had any of those matches, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what the next team has in store. Marco proceeds to round 4, leaving Tho in his.
No.
This is the. Oh, this is the finals.
No, it's a 6-rounder.
No. Yes, it's okay.
You will get it. You will get it,
Abby.
Spicy team from the opponent.
Yeah,
with the Pelipper, Jirachi, Sableye, Galvantula. I like it. I don't
think Pelipper is actually that spicy. I've seen quite a few of them kind of in response to all of the Politoads because unless it's running Blizzard, which a lot of them aren't, it really doesn't have a good answer to the Pelipper.
And even Politoad is a pretty good answer to a Vigoroth safe swap as well. And is this kind of mon we were just talking earlier about those spammy mons because he has access to Weather Ball as well, and we all know that even if it's not a tanky beast, he's just like spam charge moves.
Yeah, he does. Those Weather Balls really add up.
I'm sincerely hoping Axer plays Sableye Galvantula core and tries to break the Mandibus Politoad Frostlass core.
Oh, yes.
These two together is going to just run through Marco's team, but we'll have to see how Marco plays. Will he lead Politoad again?
I think for Marco's end, I think Politoad lead is expected, yes. And then probably with Mandibus in the back because it only really has to fear the Galvantula, right?
Yeah, and that's also not such a bad matchup. In the Zero Shields, it's still going to put the Galvantula pretty low.
Yes.
Whatever the Galvantula throws is not going to one-hit KO the Mandibus.
Yeah,
so
it's also really dangerous to run both Politoad and Vullaby when there is a Galvantula because both of them are pretty weak overall. So you would need to have your third be very strong against the Galvantula.
It is, but both have pretty spammy charge moves, and Galvantula is quite squishy. So with some energy advantage, shield advantage, both Pokemon again deal with Galvantula, and like Galvantula can't kill both, so that's pretty good.
Exactly.
Squish the spider.
Exactly.
Squish the spider. All right, let's get into the game. So are we all expecting a Politoad lead? So let's see the Politoad lead.
I think we have the previous games lineups on the screen, by the way.
Yeah.
Can we change that?
Maybe.
But yeah. I think for Marco, Vigoroth was also very solid. I'm thinking we might see something along the lines of, I think Galvantula is a problem. Maybe we'll see actually, we might see the Unova Fisk right there because he only really has to watch out for the Venusaur. Perhaps we'll see something like a Sunfisk, Frostlass, Mandibus?
Could be. But I think Marco's strategy right about now is to pressure the shields and do as much damage as possible with the Politoad at the lead, and then bring in a Pokemon like Frostlass for a farm down, and then have a tank like Mandibus at the back to,
Yes.
let's say, soak up everything. So let's see
Also
if he
very
sticks to the
solid.
same. Yeah. So let's see if he sticks to the same strategy. All right, there we go. We have the team too.
Venusaur lead, I like it.
Oh,
Mirror
very
lead.
nice lead.
Mirror lead. Yeah,
Okay.
Venusaur also a
Yeah.
very strong first opponent. So makes
Exactly.
sense. Does have the Vigoroth and the Frostlass in the back. It's a solid lineup. Like really wants to stay in right here because both of his mons in the back line also don't really want to see Venusaur. So especially with energy.
Oh, he gets a sneak. That is really important because right now his Venusaur can throw 2 Frenzy Plants if he wants, but he is 1 Vine Whip ahead.
Yeah, and did deny his
I think-
opponent's fast move, so he's now really 1 Vine Whip ahead and will be able to throw the
Exactly.
next Sludge Bomb before the opponent. The opponent decides to shield right here, which
What?
is pretty big. Because
And
opponent can just go Frenzy Plants right now.
exactly, that's what I was thinking. He did not have to. Oh wow, the opponent's IVs are a little bit worse off than the Venusaur, and now he will either force Marco to shield, or and Marco
Letting
goes
it
for
go.
no shield.
I really like Marco's playstyle here, foregoing the switch advantage in favor of energy advantage on the Frostlass. Wow, some crazy lag right there. Luckily, it does bring in the Frostlass. He just has to shoot right here, and he'll get a big energy advantage on the Lass. And if looking at opponent's team, nothing on the team wants to take a super effective move or a neutral move from the Frostlass. Brings in the Vigoroth, which is just perfect for the Frostlass. Doesn't even build up to the Bulldoze, so this is for sure a body slam, which Frostlass can easily take. Good call by Marco.
Yeah, and I think at this point, Marco knows that the opponent threw body slam, so he's pushing his energy to the maximum. He's gonna go Avalanche. This is gonna do about like 60% of the Vigoroth's health. The Vigoroth shields, and he will get to another one before the Vigoroth can get to the next body slam. This is very good for him because he now has 2 shields, and he has I think, what do you call that? He has a Vigoroth at the back and Vigoroth with shield advantage. We all know how much damage the Vigoroth can do if you let it have a shield advantage.
Does decide to shield there, but Frostlass also with energy advantage, full Avalanche ready, like
Avalanche and a Shadow Ball.
It almost
one more and he
one-shots everything on the team with Shadow Ball or Avalanche, so this is huge.
It's going to be oh man, it's a Galvantula. This is going to be
bad news.
This is going to be GG. Yeah. I think the opponent played it. Oh man! Oh wow!
So much.
Okay.
Hopefully for Marco, he's gonna be able to take out this Galvantula with the Frostlass, and he doesn't.
Oh,
he
nice!
Doesn't even show his 3rd mon, which is so big in this best of 3 format. So of course, opponent now has less information about Marco's team comp than Marco has about his opponent's team comp, and that will give him a huge edge in the next games.
I think the opponent has to adapt in a way that he brings Sableye as a safe swap into Marco's team rather than letting Marco get the advantage in the matchups. So ideally, you would want to lead Galvantula, let the Venusaur beat you, and then farm down with the Sableye, and then try to close with the Sableye against Marco's team.
Yeah,
of course,
exactly.
Mandibuzz is tanky, but
I think here Marco didn't bring the Mandibuzz. But the opponent doesn't know that. I think the opponent might not have brought the Sableye being scared of Mandibuzz because it's just such a solid Pokemon for Marco. But he didn't bring it. But the opponent doesn't know that, so he might not bring it again.
Exactly.
That's my thinking.
And here's a tip. I've been playing quite a lot of Mandibuzz teams. Okay.
Nice.
This is a decent lead, I think. Both of them are fairly bulky mons, and both of them get to their chart moves pretty quickly, and they're both going to spam and basically tickle each other to death.
Yes. Yeah, pretty neutral. We see the first body slam coming through, and this as you can see does nothing to the Mandibuzz. Just such a tank. Just gonna continue spamming moves right here. In comes the first foul play from the Mandibuzz.
And interesting to also note that Marco is trying to rigorously practice fast move denial. He's always throwing 1 extra snarl before throwing his fast move. which helps him, let's say, it stops the Vigoroth from sneaking in a few counters.
Yeah, he's always throwing at an uneven amount of snarls.
Exactly.
So he throws the move like a turn before the counter animation ends, which is perfect.
So the Vigoroth is now definitely going to get to the last body slap before the Mandibus is going to get to the foul play.
Actually,
yes,
beating the
Vigoroth
Mandibus.
Yes, it beats the Mandibus in the zeros, and I think also in the ones. I'm not sure. But now it's basically playing into Marco's strategy. He's now going to come in with the Frostlass and farm this down.
I think this is what we came for, right? Wow.
Yeah.
Instant swap into the Sableye. Opponent knows what's going on. We can't let this Frostlass get shield advantage, energy advantage. And the Mandibus is also out of the way. That's really good awareness by the opponent. Mandibus out of the way. Sableye has no threats, so it's very safe to bring in. Goes for the return. Huge
play.
Expecting no shield. Marco here going for the bait, expecting opponent to shield the bulldoze. I do think this is a good play by Marco, because Sableye is very valuable for the opponent right now. Goes for another bulldoze, but will have to shield this move.
I think at this point, even a double shielded Sableye is going to be a big problem for Marco, depending on what the opponent has at the back. He can at this point, I think, pretty much farm down. Okay, maybe.
Oh, let's it go! Wow, that's big for Marco. What does he have at the back?
What does he have at the back?
Maybe
Galvantula. If it's a Galvantula, it could be very risky to let the Vigoroth stay in.
It's a Venusaur.
It's a Venusaur.
Wow. Interesting moves. I think the opponent was hoping to farm down the Vigoroth, because with energy advantage, Venusaur does win versus Frostlass. But because Marco swapped out immediately, Marco still has the energy advantage and will be able to take out this Venusaur. Opponent attempts a sack swap, but doesn't work out. Marco very patient on throwing his move. That's a really good play. CMP tied right there. Venusaur did win. That's really good information for the next battles, but does win CMP tie right here. Does get off a charge move right here and will take it out.
Yeah, exactly. It's very, very, let's say, patient play from Marco. He recognizing his opponent's win condition is to catch the avalanche onto the Vigoroth, and knowing that the Vigoroth is energy dry, he had nothing to lose farming down to double avalanches and just taking out the Venusaur and Vigoroth.
Exactly. Very solid play for Marco.
So normally the way we do it is if they win the first two, we don't show the third for the sake of time. And I'm sorry, Avi, I cut you off when you were going to give us some hot tip about Mandibus, so please share.
No. What I usually see people using Mandibus for is basically as an energy soaking mechanism. So very seldom do they lead it. Like very, very rarely. As you saw, we just saw how many games? I think 14 games, and we saw one time that the Mandibus came in the front.
Yeah.
It's usually at the back. So if you look at a Mandibus team, what I usually do, I just throw in a fighter to bait out the Mandibus, and I'm running Lantern personally, so my job is to basically throw a Thunderbolt and then farm it down, come out with like a bunch of energy, and then blow up whatever is at the back.
Good strat.
Good tip.
Yeah. So now we are into the finals, and I believe it's the top seed as well.
Yeah, Dancing Rob currently 5-0 and top seed, and beat me 3-0. Really strong team, really strong battler. This are bound to be some epic matches.
So he's running a Regirock. That's
yes.
It is a very interesting core to do, having Regirock and Ninetales together. They basically cover most of their weaknesses, and even though, yes, Ninetales, if you look at it this way, both take neutral damage from Vigoroth, but Ninetales wins the matchup, and also Regirock wins the matchup if they have some shield advantage. If he's going to use a Grass type or maybe Sunfisk, you just cover everything with these two Pokemon.
Yeah, this core is weak to Politoed, though.
Yeah,
exactly.
Alolan, Ninetale, and Regirock.
This team looks really, really similar, except obviously that the Ufisk is way better than the Regirock, and I think that the Ninetales and Frostlass are pretty neutral.
And Dancing Rob.
Speaking of the devil.
Yeah, in the chat.
right.
All right. So we're kicking it off. Let's go to the finals.
Do you think
Alright,
do you think Marco will bring his old trusty core again?
To be honest, it really does look good. The only threat that Politoed really has is the Venusaur. So if he brings the Politoed in the lead and goes with the same strategy, or even use Frostlass as a safe swap, it is still going to do quite a lot of damage to Dancing Rob's team.
I agree. Frostlass safe swap looking quite strong here. The hardest counter being probably the Regirock and the Politoed, but even with energy, Frostlass does very well there. So I think we might see our favorite Politoed Frostlass Mandibuzz line once again here. Let's just head into the battles and see what's going on.
Don't let us down, Marco. Don't let us down. Where shows the Politoed?
There's Politoed lead.
There it is.
A mirror lead.
Politoed mirror. Oh, this is nice.
Yes, it is our favorite line.
Oh man, this is perfect. I think it's going to be who hits the earthquake, and he sneaks in. He sneaks in an extra match shot.
That's pretty big.
For
does Rob run earthquake though? Yes, he does. Do a pretty big damage. Marco farming up to the max. Opponent also sneaks a move, sorry, even.
Yeah,
which is quite important.
Exactly. Will the opponent shield this and then try to preserve his? Okay, he does shield it.
Shield.
That is an interesting way to play. But I think at this point, oh wow, Marco winning CMP. That is really huge because now the opponent has to shield.
Oh, just lets it go. I don't think the opponent threw. Opponent is just Rob is just farming up to the max, throwing one move before Marco gets there. That's really nice play from Rob. Does he go for the? Oh, goes for the weather ball, and Marco can also get to the weather ball right now. But
back to back.
Realizing that, which is very important. Now opponent Rob still has a little bit of health and Politoed, some energy, but Marco can just go back to his favorite city, Farm City, and farm this thing down. Already saw the earthquake, so doesn't have to fear the blizzard.
Exactly, and now what he has to do is possibly try to get as much energy as possible on his Mandibuzz without losing a ton of HP. And from looking at Dancing Rob's team, whatever is at the back is not going to like a two-shielded Frostlass. So now his job is basically get rid of the Politoed, let it throw everything on the Mandibuzz, and then try to do some damage with the Mandibuzz and clean up with the Frostlass. Ideally, that's how I would play it, but let's see how the game unfolds. You never know.
Marco is following your tip perfectly. Using Mandibuzz as an energy sponge worked out really well for him. In comes the Frostlass first, the Mandibuzz. This is surprisingly a pretty even matchup because the Avalanche, even though it's like a very hard-hitting move from a Frostlass, doesn't KO a Mandibuzz. And the Dark Pulse Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse almost KOs Frostlass, so that's a really good shoot by Marco right now. Opponent tries to catch the move, but Marco, very patient once again. Doesn't pull the trigger, but does throw the Shadow Ball right here.
Yeah, exactly, and this is one of the reasons why I guess he did not use any shields earlier on. Is just because of the fact that whatever is at the back, once the Politoed is gone, is not going to be able to deal with the two-shielded Frostlass. And now I think his goal is to get the Ninetales out of. Oh man! Oh, that is so close. The Ninetales survives, and this is going to be a side shock, but he cannot shield this because he needs to shield for the
weather ball. Even that's very good. No shoot by Marco. He still has the Frostlass alive and a half health Mandibuzz who tries to catch a move.
Oh, he gets it.
Does get it.
Yeah, but either ways, the Mandibuzz had to throw here. It could not afford.
It did. This is looking pretty good for Marco.
Yeah, looking really, really good.
Has a bunch of energy right here, and still has a Frostlass remaining.
Yeah, exactly. And right now we are still going to see two big birds again tickling each other to death.
Exciting matchups.
It's like tankiest Mons with one of the worst moves in the game.
Yes. You love to see it. You know, I'm glad in this format they got rid of the Azumarils, the G-Fisks, the Umbreons. Yeah. All the tanky Mons are pretty much gone, but we still got these two to enjoy. So.
Exactly.
Oh man.
And at this point, I think Dancing Rob's win condition is to overfarm as much as possible, but unfortunately, he has to throw because he cannot afford to shield his Mandibus.
It's very hard to overfarm against the Mandibus because the charge moves just come out so quickly. Does farm down the Mandibus. That's a good game. Well played by Marco, giving up a switch advantage in the lead in favor of a big energy advantage. As we know him pretty much this whole tournament, going for that same play, and it worked out once again.
Exactly, works like a charm. And if you guys don't use charm, please use this strategy. So all right, game 2. This was actually pretty close, to be honest. It was not like let's say a hands down win. And also one thing I would like to point out is Marco going for the farm down rather than throwing the avalanche, because he was afraid of the opponent sneaking in a snarl and going back to back dark pulse on it.
Yeah, exactly. Same team from Marco. What do you think?
I think he'll change it up. I think he's respecting his opponent. I think he respects his opponent right now. No, he didn't.
The disrespect from Marco.
The disrespect. But
no,
he changed the team.
He did change up. No Mandibus this time. I think he's afraid of the Ninetales in the back, which kind of caused him some trouble in the last game. Now changing it in favor of Vigoroth. This matchup in the lead, Politoed versus Mandibus. In favor of Mandibus, but with the Weather Ball spam, Politoed still does a bunch of damage.
Exactly. This is also, I mean, technically it is in favor of Mandibus, but what we also should take note is that this is a Dark Pulse Mandibus. It will do more damage than Foul Play.
Yeah, it does.
And maybe it might not be as close as what we thought the last time we saw this matchup.
Yeah, this matchup is also new to me. Normally you see it with Foul Play, of course. Dark Pulse already brings it into the yellow. Dark Pulse looking like a pretty good play here.
Exactly. Actually. And yeah, okay, I think it can tank the next one and maybe try to aerial ace, or maybe just farm it down. You never know what he can play. Or he could do the reverse Marco.
The reverse, yeah, just let the Mandibus go down and farm down.
Exactly. It could be really useful. For example, if he has his Vigoroth with him, then a little bit of energy advantage will go a long way.
Oh yeah, I think giving Marco the switch advantage is the best play, because without switch advantage, Marco is in his natural habitat, and I don't think you want him there. But yet again, he finds energy advantage with the Frostlass. What does Rob have in the back to counter this?
Has he bought his Regirock? And if he hasn't, he does.
Ooh, which is
my god! Wow. This is actually pretty bad.
It is
for the Ninetales, because it loses the 2 shields against the Vigoroth.
Oh yeah, it does. It does, and I think Vigoroth even ends up with a bit of energy, so it might be able to get to the Bulldoze against or at least threaten to get to the Bulldoze versus the Regirock, and he might be able to finish it with a Frostlass then. Yeah.
And unfortunately for Regirock's fast moves do almost nothing to anything.
It can't farm down.
Exactly. So at this point, both of them opting not to commit their shields, and the first shield was committed by the Alolan Ninetales. And of course, it is expected for the Vigoroth to match this, and the Vigoroth will, since it had an energy advantage, it might be able to. No.
Will we see a shield here? He could decide to shield and farm down. Then we'll have a bunch of energy for the Regirock. Yeah, just looking. Yeah. Oh, good play by. No. Oh, very nice play from Rob. Because now Marco doesn't get to a Bulldoze. Doesn't threaten the shield. Very good play. I think Frostlass might be able to take one of these Stone Edges though and get to 2 Avalanches. But the Ninetales is also still alive.
Yeah, and the Ninetale I think is like 2 or 3 away from another side shot. It's very, I think, let's say.
All right, that did KO. Yeah, Regirock compared to Registeel has pretty decent attack stats, so that did quite a bit. KO the Frostlass. Very good play from Rob. Being aware that this Ninetales was gonna get farmed down and not allowing it to happen, just bringing in the Regirock. That's a good game for type 1-1.
And a very good modification by Rob, recognizing the fact on how Marco is using his flying Umbreon Mandibus, right? Mandibus to farm down and then wreak havoc on his team, brings one of the hardest counters that he has on his team to the Mandibus, Regirock in the next game.
Yeah, so, we didn't see the Mandibus, but it still was an amazing answer for the Frostlass, of course.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Game number 3. This is deciding on who will win.
Mandy lead to Politoad. That's the reverse of the last game. This time with foul play though.
Foul play.
Let's see how it goes.
And we know that
we see a Politoad in the back as well. So if Dancing Rob has the Regirock in the back once again, Marco is doing pretty good.
Yeah. I think Dancing Rob did play a very ABB lineup in the last game, and I think basically the goal of Marco right about now is to do the reverse of it and try to catch him off guard by having the Politoad at the back. So this is actually going to be a little bit closer than what we saw in the game 2, where the Mandibus did take a convincing victory, or sort of a convincing victory against the Politoad. But now it's just going to be watching two Mons spamming moves at each other and not dying.
Yes. This is, at least it's more exciting than the Mandibus mirror match, but it's still very slow.
Yeah. But the more I watch, I think the more I watch these games, the more I find that having a Blizzard Politoad could be a little bit more useful in this meta. Because you end up having play against also, let's say, the Skarmories and also the Wish Caches.
Yeah, it really depends on the rest of your team. I think for Marco, Earthquake came in handy versus, let's say, a Lantern. But
yeah, exactly.
if you've got Lantern covered really well, then Blizzard is definitely a good play. In comes the Ninetales. He wants to get the hell out of there. Goes to Frostlass though. Pretty even matchup right here. But I think Marco is hoping that Rob will swap out because he really wants his Politoad lined up against this.
Exactly. And I think the goal for Rob right about now is to farm up. Oh man, I think he stayed in a little bit too much, to be honest. Because these avalanche come, I mean, you let the Frostlass get to 2 avalanches, and these avalanches are going to do quite a bit of damage to that Regirock.
Definitely. And Marco still has a Politoad in the back, which is the best core breaker against Regirock and a Ninetales. Regirock will have some, Regirock will have some energy though, so this is still gonna be a tight matchup. Yeah,
I think at this point he can definitely let the Frostlass go, come in with his Politoad and do what he does best.
Might even come in with a Mandibus. Oh, just saving it as a sex swap, I guess.
Exactly. Or, I mean, Mandibus is still going to do quite a bit. It is still going to be like, let's say, a damage taker against Alola Ninetales, basically.
It is. Though it wouldn't want to get farmed down. But I think Politoad's just going to clean up both Pokemon.
Exactly. But we also have to, keep in mind that the Alola Ninetales has 2 Psyshocks worth of energy or even more, and now he's over.
It does. And the Politoad has 0 shoots against 1 shoot for the Ninetales. This is going to be very tight.
Yeah, this is going to come down to the wire. Because I think right now, I think the Alola Ninetales is 1 away from back-to-back Psyshocks. And once it hits those back-to-back Psyshocks, it is going to take the Politoad pretty low.
Yeah, it does. And then the Mandibus, keep in mind, the Mandibus is very close to an aerial ace.
Yeah.
So he might have to finish it off. Does he get to another weather ball?
The Psyshock, it will get to another weather ball. I think the Psyshock, Politoad is not in the range where the Psyshock is going to KO it. It will survive and it will throw the weather ball for the kill.
Oh, yeah, that's game over. Does it KO though?
Possibly put it with 3, 4, or 5 HP maybe. Yeah, and
farms it down. Wow.
Yeah.
Very close match. Very close. 3 very close matches. Very well played by both sides. But Marco taking the victory. Congrats to Marco.
Yeah. GG Marco.
Yeah, well played.
Really close games. And Rob, since you're in the chat, why did you not swap immediately when you saw the Frostlass?
Yeah, he already typed in the chat. He should have swapped faster. I think it's just the nerves of the final match, of course.
I think a good conclusion, Abby, could be what I'm saying since the beginning is that Politoad is amazing.
Yeah, no, I've not been haunted by Politoad. My team is being haunted by a Vigoroth Sableye core, and I cannot do anything against it. I just, it is really haunting for my team because I've used my fighter as Shadow Hitmonchan. It does do well, but I did recently face a level 45 Sableye, and that means that my Hitmonchan no longer picks up that match. And I just, hi, Sableye, bye.
I just finished a 6-1 tournament, and I will say that Politoad was my MVP for sure. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
I think any spammy moment is just good.
Yeah, I saw someone that had a team of like a Kanto Ninetales, an Alolan Ninetales, and a Politoad on their team. I was just like, that's constant weather ball spam.
Weather ball for you, weather ball for you, weather ball for everyone.
It's like there's just not enough shields for that team.
Yeah, I was considering to run such a team actually, so I might run it in future tournaments because I think like Kanto Ninetales is like really let's say under the radar currently in this meta, and he has a lot of play given the numbers of let's say Galvantulas, Alolan Ninetales that we see, even Skarmory, Venusaur. So yeah,
yeah, go on.
No, and I think it's really an underrated mon for this meta. Then obviously you have Politoad as a strong answer, but it could be.
I've been looking at Shadow Alolan Kanto Ninetales. I was lucky enough to catch like a rank 6 or something, and I've been itching to get to use it. But as Rob said, for me personally, I think the MVP I have for this meta is the Alolan Ninetales. It is just so good against. It's either so good or okay, and that's
it's true. It's it's
never bad.
It's never bad.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you get lined up against, let's say, an Alolan Marowak or something.
But even still, like you can answer. It's like if you can get to some Psyshocks, they at least have to choose whether they're going to take that damage. Yeah. So
exactly.
So Tho, are you going to join any actual Labyrinth Cup tournaments?
I am joining the Gym Breakers.
Oh yeah, we'll see you there.
Team tournament.
Yeah.
We're all there.
You're looking at Team Belgium.
Oh wow! All right. Well prepared to get wrecked.
Yeah.
Hopefully we face you guys. That'd be epic. But I'm joining that tournament.
Have the group.
Yeah, we have the group of death.
The group of
what?
what?
A very tough group.
Oh, are the groups already announced?
Yeah. Yes, we're with Philippines and USA.
Oh no! Oh wow, that's difficult. That's difficult. Bad.
Yeah, we usually we have always progressed to the next stages, but this is going to be really.
This could be the first time. I think we're ranked 15th overall, and this could be the month that we drop.
Pretty solid. This is only the second time that Team Netherlands has joined, I think.
Well, we're excited. Team Germany, Dancing Rob, he's a big member of the team, and they've been crushing it. I think they're ranked 4th overall for the...
Yeah, and they always reach semifinals and stuff like that. They really, Germany is like really, they have like lots of very good battlers.
Yeah, they do.
We just have to make sure that we just have to make sure that we play them during October when they have their drinking season.
Oh, speaking of Germans, Felix is saying that he's sorry that he played Munchlax and he disappointed you, though. So.
that probably means he went 2-1 instead of 3-0. That's
it's so disappointing for the nut.
He's talking about the team tournament that Kevin organized.
Oh yeah.
We tied in the first match we did. So we got like 1 point for that, but we won the next 4, so we end up winning the tournament still.
Oh geez, of course. Well, you might see this really cool trophy sponsored by my PvP Academia. So
amazing!
Yeah.
I can't wait.
And one more question is that you have seen, which is pretty spicy but still very effective. It's not a mon that I've seen; it's a mon that I'm using, and it's been really, really effective so far. It's to basically take down shields and put really a lot of pressure onto your opponent is Shadow Hitmonchan. Especially if you run the option of having Thunder Punch and Fire Punch. In this meta, I think Fire Punch covers most of its, let's say, it does so well. Like Alolan Ninetales, it cannot not shield Fire Punch. It just vanishes. And something like a Pelipper or something, it has to shield the Thunder Punch.
Yeah, that kills. How does it perform versus Mandibuzz?
Mandibuzz, you pick it up. You can, if you land one Thunder Punch and you double shield, you farm it down.
Oh, that's
and you
very
end up
nice.
with like,
a lot of
Shadow
energy.
Hitmonchan with a lot of energy.
Scary. Scary.
And against Pelipper teams, I'm using it specifically like, basically I swap in my Hitmonchan, bait out the Pelipper, throw the Thunder Punch, they will shield, and they can farm down or throw a Weather Ball, whatever. I bring in my Lantern, farm down.
Hey, Abby, don't give away all your strats. These are all our opponents that we're playing in Gym Breakers.
I am doing only one tournament, and my last game is tomorrow, so I am.
But that's the most important one. You just gave him that all your strats.
Dancing like, tell me more about this Hitmonchan.
I like as well Cradily.
Whoa, spicy.
I think it's a good mon to run in this meta. He has a lot of play. He's a bit, let's say, as a safe swap. It can be interesting, obviously, if your opponent is not using the Vigoroth safe swap. But he has like some nice positive matchups. You can pick up, let's say, Alolan Ninetales. You can hit, Marowak if you have good IVs.
How does it perform versus Mandibuzz again?
He beats the Mandibuzz actually, because you have this rock
Stone
type.
Edge.
The Stone Edge.
Really
it's a bit tricky to use because you lose a lot of 2 shields matchup. So if your opponent knows that, he can just double shield and take you out. But I think it's a nice one to use if obviously you don't want to run Venusaur or Regirock because it takes 2 slots.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. Well, maybe
if you play
we will
Azara,
see,
obviously he's going to have the Cradily in his lineup.
If we make it past the first round, maybe you can see the Cradily in action.
That'd be awesome.
No, I'm not running Cradily.
Oh, you're not. Oh, okay.
No.
You just think it's interesting.
I'm not like the Jin. I'm not giving my secrets.
Now I'm expecting some Cradily gameplay on your channel though.
Oh yes, we'll have to maybe put out the thing.
We'll try that then.
Awesome.
Cool. Well, any suggestions of who we should raid, guys? I was thinking maybe 2-0 Butters. I tried to do it after the All-Star tournament, but I typed his name in wrong and then panicked and just quit the stream like a noob. So
2-0 Butters is amazing. And he's running double beam. Who doesn't like to see some beams?
We'll see if I can get it right this time.
Let me guess. Cherub
and
Voltorb?
Yeah, Electrode.
Electrode, yeah.
And Slowking.
Yep.
With Fire Blast.
A Shadow Slowking. I ran some Slowking as well today. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
We're raiding.
Fire Blast hits hard.
It's going over now, guys. Bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Bye.